Some of you walk in here and you're sad that you haven't done more. You're sad that you're not a great leader. You're sad that you've never started, the next great thing. You've never written that book you've done. You didn't actually get that deal that you thought you were gonna get. Your kids maybe weren't raised in exactly the way. You're disappointed in life. And you're on a treadmill and you're trying to earn it. You're trying to show God, I know I made mistakes, but I wish I could do this, and you feel shame and you feel guilt and you feel beat up. He goes, listen, whatever your lot in life is, you're a soccer mom, you're a business person, you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a school teacher, you're a garbage man, you're a mechanic. Listen, most of you sitting here right now are never going to lead the next great mission organization. Most of you are not going to be the next great leader. Most of you are never going to write a book. Most of you won't do the list of things that we as a culture think that you have to do to become successful in life. This is why this word is beautiful. Whatever you do, I don't care. I was talking with my wife this week. She asked me about C.S. Lewis, because I was reading a book about Joy Davidson, how she became his wife for 4 years later in life, and after 4 years she passed away. It was the greatest pain of his life. That's why he wrote the book Grief Observed. We were talking about this, and I said, C.S. Lewis became this world-renowned scholar, the most recognized academic in the world, wrote all of the stuff he wrote, all the correspondence, every lecture he did, every book he wrote, tons and tons and tons of stuff. The whole time he was doing all of that, he was taking care of his friend's mother, who was 20 years his senior, and living at Oxford, washing dishes every night, putting her to bed, buying groceries. He was a domesticated man because he knew this stuff was just as important, living to the glory of God, when I'm washing dishes, and it's actually informing my soul. Writing Miracles and writing Grief Observed and writing the beautiful Screwtape Letters and writing Mere Christianity, it's not separate. It's not some academic work where he sits in his office and comes up. It's lived in the crucible of real life, of serving people around him. And you would think, how did he even find the time? How did he find the time? It's whatever you do. It's whoever. It's the normal little. It's the nonsensical things. My mentor Larry Osbourne talks about the fact that his parents. He starts off one of his books talking about his parents. He says, here's one of the difficulties, and I want to give this to you to set you free a bit. All right. He says one of the difficulties is leaders define discipleship not as discipleship but leadership. And so instead of saying a disciple, you're going to pray, you're going to follow Jesus, you're going to read the text, you're going to live on mission, you're going to give your money, you're going to be generous to the kingdom, you're going to live in disciplines and study and solitude, you're going to live life out in the ways of Jesus to the best of your ability, whatever context. We get on stage and we define discipleship as leadership. You got to do this, you got to slay these dragons, you got to be the most victorious, you got to lead these big organizations, you got to do this or you're not successful. And Larry Osbourne says, listen, when I look at my parents, he says, my mom, every January, would start to try to read through the Bible. He said, I don't know if she ever finished. They never let a Bible study in their home. Tried a few times, didn't work out. They never went on a mission trip. And in every evaluation and every estimate of a zealous young preacher, they're a failed disciple. 1 Thessalonians 4, make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. You should mind your own business and work with your hands, just as we told you. Some of you just need to hear this right now because you don't think you've succeeded and accomplished much. Whatever you do, whatever context you are, live to the glory of God in your small microcosm, or if God's given you a macrocosm to deal with, then deal with that, but you better do it to the glory of God. That's his point. Whatever you do,